Welcome to the Alienate Adventure Sagas, brought to you by Dwover. When you fuck it up the first time, take a Dwover and do it over. Dwover. And Menin. All right. Christ, I can't believe it. Anyway, yes, Elegant 8. Welcome to the evening. We have a guest player, Mr. Gary, playing Nick Maylock. Mr. Nick Maylock, David, is in Italy. Is that where he is at?
Germany?
Sicily? Yeah. Eating some good pizza.
Just like
all right.
The show.
Exactly. All right. So, fifth time's a charm. Got it going. As long as nothing crashes tonight, we'll be in good shape. Famous last words. All right. So when you guys were last here, you had made your way. Goodness, you were at the fountain where you had imbued your weapons and armor with some goodness. You guys have made notes. The only one I remember is Karen. You only have an hour, right? And I think in the episode I may have said that is an hour is 10 rounds. It's not. It's actually a lot longer than that. It's like 100 rounds at 6 seconds each or something like that. Anyway, you have a long time. You guys went from there. You fought a wraith down a little farther south, and then Mr. Bing stormed into a cave of mushrooms, taking some poison damage. Skylar was convinced through some conspiracy theory mojo that there was treasure in that room and insisted he go and investigate. But Karen and Fabia stopped him, talked some sense into him. And hopefully he's no longer on the QAnon apps, but yeah, he was pretty convinced there was some treasure. You guys decided to head back north. I think you sent Zippy south and realized, oh, this was a loop. It sort of regrouped. You regrouped where you had already been, right? So you've covered some good ground. You headed up north past the booming cavern, part of the namesake for Wave Echo Cave, and then you find yourself on a ledge. You were not in combat, and I can, for the group here, I'll pull up a little bit of narrative and share it with you. We do have some additional tools available to you all. They do some fun things. For instance, if you have to go to the potty, bio break. I need a bio break message. I will share these macros with you at some point. We have one for bio break. We have one for time for a beverage, which I think I'm going to do that now. But yeah, I think they will be pretty handy because there's also some voting tools. You have some sassiness, right? With the Wilhelm screen, you've got yourself a thumbs up for yes and no, not so much for that. And then you can write your own. Anywho, but I'll get those configured for you guys. I just wrote them last night. So there you go. Fun. All right. So when you were last here, if you remember correctly, you were in this little tunnel called the Old Steam Bed. This passageway is barely 4 feet high and is obstructed by rounded boulders and pebbles. It might have been a steam bed, though no water flows here now. And you stopped. Now, I believe you sent Little Zippy ahead in the last game, and you found that there were some potentially a foe or two ahead. Do you recall? Did Little Zippy share what the foe was?
I believe so, but I can't remember. I feel like it's something we've come across before in this cave.
Was it bugbears?
It was. I believe it was bugbears.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So, yes. So Little Zippy spied some bugbears to the south.
I think that's why we waited, because we knew we were going to be fighting soon.
Some things were afoot,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. So what do you want to do? So you guys are here. Bing is typically your leader. Maylock was... you now all, and this won't ever happen again, you all have inspiration for role-playing So everyone, to earn some inspiration, had to do a little bit of role playing. Don't forget you have that. I think Mr. Nix is he can resurrect himself, if I'm not mistaken.
And
Isn't that
that's what
right?
He probably needs.
Now the irony is it'll be hard for him to resurrect himself with an inspiration card when he's dead. But
Yeah.
but we'll go from there. Gary, you have any questions about Nick? That's his character sheet. Pretty much just play with your balls and die. That's Nick's MO.
I didn't catch the how do how do I pull out my balls and what are they good for?
Well, I mean, in real life, let's hope you don't. At least not. This is YouTube. I have to click that "Not Safe for Children" button now. Thank you very much, Gary.
It's 30 seconds. I think we're good.
So who's going to unless Bing joins, who's gonna lead?
Let's go. Let's do it.
I heard Skylar volunteer. Is Skylar leading? Is it Noodle? Who?
Let's do it. No, but I have a suggestion.
Okay.
I feel like we've come so far in the cave, and we have seen it all, right? Because I know I'm trying to be in character. I have forgotten. I think the mushrooms did something to my head, so I've forgotten if we've seen it all. Have we gone down all the nooks and crannies? Is it time to go and, kill some bugbear?
Yeah, we haven't gone up to the only place I think we haven't gone is up and to the left, right?
I think so.
Ah.
This was
Did
the
you-
last bit of the cave to explore, I believe.
Roll a history check. It's a recent history check, but I think a history. Oh, actually, don't. I got a better idea. Instead of you rolling a history check, let's check out this new tool. Skill check, history. No, I think you guys are going to dig this. And roll. Start epic roll. Huh?
Huh?
Did it pop up?
Yes.
I do
I did
not
okay.
have one for Zip though.
He's a familiar.
Okay.
So unless you choose to roll roll one for him,
Slap me up to an 11. I like it.
All right, we've got.
How it shows. Who rolled
Oh,
what, that's cool.
I'll roll for Bing.
Bing.
Oh,
Sad. So anyone, that was pretty good, right? Like that was a worthy module.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better than like, where do I click that again? I thought that was more fun. All right, cool. So it looks like we have enough, right? So Skylar, these knuckleheads are all like, no, I think we've seen the cave, man. I think we just killed these bugbears and we're done. But you're like, my brain is like a VCR, and when I hit rewind and tracking, I seem to recall that to the west there were those mines, and we followed them a little ways north, and there was some cave networks that we heard some water over there. There was something going on over there, but then we decided to head directly east. So yeah, we still have it's west of here. So beyond these bugbears, unless these two things connect, you think to yourself, there's a northern or western part of this map that's missing.
All right. Hey, folks. I think there's a western part of the map that's still missing. Should we go down into the west for adventure?
yes.
Through the
I believe
mushrooms?
so. Let's do the mushrooms. No, let's not do the mushrooms.
So what is your plan? Is your plan then to backtrack?
Yeah, we need to see as much as possible. We definitely need to.
Because we still have to figure out why we're.
Yeah, we need to discover everything in this location. In other words, our
Gotta get
mission
all
is
the-
incomplete.
Yeah, we got to get all the gold coins on this level.
So
Yes.
Skylar, here's what you remember. You remember that you need to head, south and then take the sharp right, because it'll take you past that sort of the water wheel, the dried up water wheel, which then you remember led directly into that room that you guys rested in, and through that door that should take you to the unexplored part of the caves. Now,
Ooh,
If the lot of you want to do that, I can move you guys as a group.
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, I think we
Sure.
should do that.
All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a roll to see if you find if you stumble upon any wandering monsters. You've done a pretty good job of clearing the place, so we will see here.
Yeah.
And can you see the roll?
5.
Yeah. I don't know how to do a private roll. So the good news is the 5 means nay. Nay. I've got to figure out how to do the private roll. Gary, you don't know this, but we spent a long time on a completely different application called Fantasy Grounds before we moved over to Foundry, which has been quite the journey. So we haven't completely figured it all out yet. So I'm moving you guys as a group.
Okay.
And you guys should see your characters cruising through.
Oh,
You guys remember this area?
yeah.
You guys come well, actually, is this door open? Yeah, it is. Some of you guys are in the walls. And then you're back in this room with lots of corpses.
Ooh, corpses.
Now the question is, the last time you were here, I don't believe you guys looted. So if you're interested, you are back here. And let's turn these in to loot. Or do you see them spinning?
Yeah, we
Ooh,
got
yeah.
big skulls on them.
They're all dead. They're dead bodies.
Right. I
So-
think we made them smaller.
Not the little skulls.
Yeah, I need to make the skulls. I hadn't done that for here. Thanks for noticing. Yeah. So to loot these things, you simply double click the skulls. I think you may have to get close to it. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Are you in free movement?
No.
No, you're in no movement. You're now in free movement. So just stay within the room is all I ask, and do your thing. I would prefer if you explained what you're doing and did so in character.
I'm gonna split the currency 6 ways on this guy.
I got hide armor and a
Yeah, it's
shield.
all garbage.
Yep. And javelin and morning star.
Well, I don't know that the
Very
bugbears would.
rudimentary
Potion of vitality.
Oh, well, maybe there's some goodness. I was just getting ready to badmouth them and saying, like they wouldn't have taken this gig if it was lucrative and they had lots of money to burn. So
I will take the potion, and then if whoever, I'll be willing to share that for sure. I don't think I need this other.
Karen
That's a
just
morning
picked it all up.
star.
Good.
Oh, I kind of like that morning star.
Yeah, I can definitely give you the morning star. I don't need it. So.
Oh no, I have one.
Oh, okay. I have so I picked up a couple shields, couple morning stars, javelin.
Awesome.
If anybody wants javelin.
So what should also work now is if you want to drop an item, you can drag it onto your canvas, or you can in the lower left hand corner where all the little player names are, you can hit trade, and then it'll bring up a trade window. You choose who you want to trade with, and you guys can drop stuff to trade. Yes.
I believe this is hide armor, a javelin, and a shield. If you need that, it's here. What does this say? It says split currency. Will it automatically change it, or do we have to take it in and sell it?
I don't know what do you mean by take it in to sell it.
We have to take it back to a town and
He wants to get
sell
10
it.
gold pieces and split it up for us all right now, as opposed to grabbing all this nasty stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah, if
what's
you
the deal?
If you split it, it should take it.
Yeah? Let's see what happens.
Let's see, this is.
Yeah, it's just, each one has received nothing, I assume.
Oh, so it was it was not splittable. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Correct. There were no results.
Got it. All right. Let me also do something here.
I
Let's see.
did this one. Or did we do them all?
Should we take everything? Because this one has armor, javelin, morning star, and a shield too.
We're not worried about over encumbrance yet, are we?
That's what I was just wondering about.
Hold on one second. I think I put something on. Yes, it is linked. Good. So you see where now there's an item on the ground called party storage.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You can drop things. You can open this up and hopefully drop things in this party storage. This is your shared backpack.
Do we?
I think you just
click and drag from our.
Yeah, you just drag from your inventory into it if you want to do anything, put anything into the party storage. This is a test. This is the first time we've done it. I don't know if it worked. I hope I set it up right.
Very good. Okay.
So are we going to grab all this armor and javelins and morning stars and try to shove it in there?
Well, the irony of you guys is, just a gentle reminder, you were in another area, and I think you left a diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces just sitting there, and now you guys are like
Diamond?
I don't think so.
So we got a backpack.
And I think that you guys are scrounging for 20 copper shields here.
Hey.
I mean, bugbears wear only the best armor, right?
Not compelled to grab and drag this stinky bugbear armor personally.
Yeah, I don't think we need any of this stuff. We can go back for the diamond later. It's not here. We're still rolling in the cash. Who cares? Unless it's magical.
By the way, I don't remember for sure, but I think at some point in the switch from the old platform to the new one, I lost a bunch of gold.
Okay. You shouldn't have,
really
but
care or know how much I had before, but I feel like we were kind of rich before, and now I only have 10 gold.
Okay, that's not right.
Did you convert?
Oh yeah, I have like 20 gold, and I know I
didn't
changed
even
it
look.
to platinum.
Now
Yeah,
you
we
guys,
converted it to platinum.
yeah, you don't have platinum?
No.
You guys have enough to buy a
yeah.
house. I mean, you guys could buy at this point, you could buy a thing. So I'll look in Fantasy Grounds to see how much you guys are owed. Real estate in Flan is much more affordable than in Neverwinter, which is a much more bustling city. But I think a modest size 5-bedroom, lair for you guys, probably around 20,000 gold. I think you can get it. I think you can get a keep for a couple 100,000. So, it's Bay Area prices.
I have a lot.
What's a lot?
Oh, by the way, I
I
have
have
to.
104 platinum.
Yeah, I have 110 platinum, but I don't know if that sounds like a lot.
No, that's a lot.
Yeah.
41 gold.
Are you
So
guys?
I need to
I don't-
split this up. Well,
Being neutral
I'll-
good, of course, I need to reveal this. Hey guys, I got plenty of platinum over here. I've been carrying it around for all of us. Really.
I think Nick may be onto something. I think Nick Papagiorgio there, he may have some of the party gold.
Yeah, I wonder.
But I'll make it right by you guys. I'll verify. This may have been something that didn't come across in the migration. So when you guys are done with that party storage, let me know.
I'm putting all sorts of stuff in there.
Yeah, I have a diamond in my inventory. I don't know if that's the diamond we found earlier or not.
Look at its information.
Sildar's sword still.
Ooh. Well, Sildar. Do you remember where Sildar is?
No.
Okay, so Sildar's back in the city. So you go.
Okay.
In D&D days, you guys have been gone a couple of weeks. In our life, that was like legit, like COVID.
Yeah, it was a long time. I have a crossbolt case, and I don't have a crossbow.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Okay,
into
I'm
the
gonna
storage.
put that in there.
So Bing is sort of like waiting for you guys to do a lot of this stuff, and he's like, starts tapping his foot, getting a little impatient, like,
let's go then.
this may I put a chat in the chat. I put sort of a picture of this room in it for you. He's like, this is not the markets, right? If you guys can do your business, and we'll be good to go.
Fine.
All right, so here's my experiment. I'm going to delete party storage off of the map and see if it persists. Let's hope so. Yep, it's there. All right, whenever you want to summon your party storage, you let me know.
Okay.
All right.
It does have
storage.
it does have a fixed amount. No, it does have a fixed amount. Unlike Fantasy Grounds, where it was like, fuck it, let's just put all of our shit in this mysterious thing. This is sort of your shared burden that you guys take turns carrying on your back, right?
So it's not like a bag of holding.
It's not a bag of holding, right? Although, maybe someday you'll find one. So are you done? Are you done with all of these? Is everything?
It's just bodies, right? I'm looking around. I don't see any crates, and I don't see anything else of interest that I would want to open.
Yeah. There's you guys have not only you've scoured this room, you've looted the dead bodies. You've actually long rested here. So that's one of the other questions. Is there anything else you want to do here? The western door. Remember, you locked it behind you, right? You've left at this point. You've left the eastern door open. You can lock it if you'd like. What are your plans, Skylar? That roll that you made earlier. Like you're convinced that when this door opens, heading straight west will take you to some unexplored territory.
Let's open the door.
Should we lock the other doors?
Nah.
And do we need to rest or anything? Does everybody have spells?
I think I'm set.
What about Cyrus? He's the only other one.
Let me look at Cyrus.
What does Nick have for spells?
Yeah, so using these sheets, I don't know what is spent and what is available.
Okay, so if you look at your spell book on your character sheet, you'll see a number that'll say like first level X, like 3 of 4, 1 of 2, whatever. Like cantrips will have infinite of infinite, so you can use those as many as you want. So that is how many that you have left of the total.
Okay, 2 of 4 at the first level, 3 of 3
I know
at
that
the second
it
level.
makes no sense because it should be how many have you used, but like I don't know, like they made it like how many are left. So like Bing has 3 second level spells. He has 1 third level spell, and then he has 3 of his 4 first level spells. So he's doing pretty well.
So we don't need to rest.
Nah.
No, no one.
0 of 2 third levels. I'm out of third levels.
Yeah, the only one who's hurt is Nick Maylock. Now it has been. You guys have made your way through the cave, so let's advance the time about a half an hour. So I just advanced the time. If you notice your little timekeeper, the little sun moved in the sky. It's been about a half hour, so there's about 15 minutes left on Nick Maylock's old woman experience.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Just so you know, now this woman it's an illusion. She does have all of the characteristics of a human. Now I will say, Gary, Nick has a whopping 27 hit points. He's a level 5 wizard with 27 hit points.
That's the rule.
He has 21 remaining, so you're welcome to do a short rest and use your hit dice if you want. If you guys want to do that, just to get him some health back, or you can take a potion of healing, or you could just say like screw it, right? And like I'm only down 20%. It's up to you.
So let's see, who was talking about this? Bing, how far away is that? Was it Bing that said how far away the next item was?
No, that was Skylar.
How far away is this next? How far away is this next place? I'm tired.
Here, why don't you take a potion of healing and then let's go through the door.
Yeah. All right, inventory. Yeah.
Now, Nick, it's not lost on you that you asked Skylar a direct question about how far something was, and he basically said, "Take a potion of healing and we'll go through this door." So he did not actually answer your question. So just mentally note that.
I did say I don't know. Take a potion of healing. And,
I didn't hear the I don't know part. Sorry,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's the potion of healing? Sorry.
Okay.
Anyone?
So potion of healing. So you
Can I just heal you?
Well, you don't want to.
Use a spell?
You're gonna use a spell. So if you look in your inventory,
Oh yeah, I don't want to use a spell.
do you have a potion of healing, Nick? Noodle. Does anyone have a potion of healing?
Do you need one?
Well, you don't have to give it to him. Just target him and then use your potion of healing, and that will heal him.
I don't have
Noodle,
one, thank you.
How many do you have?
1.
Okay, somehow I have 4 of them, so he can use 1.
Or just you can heal him. It's a potion, so anyone could use it. So just target him, like go next to him, target him, and then use it.
How do I target him?
Wait, I do have 2.
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that we've been playing this for 2 years. No.
No, but I target when I attack. I don't.
The little round thing, right on the left, the little
Oh.
target thing.
You got it, Noodle.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I didn't realize it was the same as an attack. I don't do spells.
Dude, I'm messing with you, girl. You got it. All right. Heal him up.
Make us do it on our own is terrible. We figured it though, yay.
Yeah, I'm
Nice
proud of you
job,
guys.
people. All right, let's go through this door, Karen.
All right, what we got here?
I have no idea.
Looks
Oh,
like
8
Nick.
plus.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you did a
6%
so
full.
yeah, Nick is all full up, man. He's at matter of fact, you feel like he got a little health just like sort of shot out of his ears, right? Like there's a little extra health left. So Nick, you're feeling suddenly like you're feeling pretty good. As a matter of fact, I think unless you want to stay an old woman, I think we can change you back. What say you?
I think there's no advantage for me to stay this way.
All right, then give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and I will turn you back into Mr. Nick Maylock. Wizard. He was a wizard. I have a new macro that will make this much easier. He was.
Don't make me an old woman macro. That's quite specific.
Well, so basically, I have a macro that will let me choose like which of his shapes, because he can do some shifting, right? Update token, and you should now be Nick Maylock, the wizard. There you are.
Yep.
Oh,
And
look
so
at me.
the entire party sees Nick Maylock, the wizard, and they say to themselves, "Hooray!"
Where's the awesome thing?
All right. Oh, I have to. So this is probably worth 2 seconds. So in your lower left, you have macros. And Cliff, I'm surprised that you have not played with these because this is like super nerdville, like it's coding, right? So that little folder next to those empty trays, you probably have nothing in them. There's a little folder, right?
What?
If you click them, do you see anything?
Where
What
are you?
folder?
Yeah. Point us in a direction again.
Okay, lower left-hand corner. If you have the HUD open, close the HUD.
Okay.
I like the HUD.
Me too.
Well, you can put the HUD later. Now, when the HUD closes, this other stuff pops up, right? And there's probably like,
This-
Oh, there's the folder.
So there's a folder. If you hit the folder, is there anything in your folder?
It says new macro.
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so hold on. Let me add. I'll add the generic one for you, or actually, I'll add the voting one. So, configure ownership, and then all players. Limited. I'm gonna try this first. Okay. Now close that folder and open it again and see if you guys can see anything in there now.
I have no folder.
It says common.
Oh, there
Yep.
it is.
Look in common. Do you see something in there?
Chat. Thumbs down.
Okay. Drag that to one of those windows.
What windows?
Well, hold on. Let's see if Alicia can do it, and then she'll explain it to you guys because I don't see the player view. So drag it into one of those boxes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Look at that. Cliff says nope. All right, I'm gonna share a couple of other ones with you.
So, but when you drag it, to me it wasn't the corner of it. It was kind of like in the middle. It had to do
Where
it.
do you drag it to? Where it says create.
So you can
So-
drag it to the numbers, the little numbered squares, and then you can use the numbers as shortcuts.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh, can you? I didn't even know you could do that.
You just hit the number? Oh yeah.
Oh, what have I done? What am I missing? I'm missing one. How many do you guys have?
5.
You have beverage, you have bio, you have general, you have
No, sassy.
Okay, so you don't-
Thumbs down. No general.
Okay, general limited and okay. And do you have the screaming mouth? This is a pretty fun one. Okay. So there you go. These are all so the ones I gave you were canned. The one with it says custom chat If you click that one, it should let you enter your own message. So you can choose the style, right? Bio, whatever else. And then you could write your own message, like, whatever. I have thoughts. So Karen has thoughts. You guys, I couldn't sleep last night because some serious crap was going on at work today, which I'm not going to get into and we're not going to mention in this YouTube channel. However, it did make me go like, I think it'd be fun to code these things. So so that's what I did. I'll create a macro for anyone who has a morph or whatever else. I'll create macros for that too. So you can say like, I want to be able to morph into a snake, and I'll just give you like a snake morph. And then you can do things like, let's see, watch Noodle. Ready? Wait for it. She a frog.
What did you do to me?
You're a frog.
Love it.
No,
It's so cute.
You're no longer a frog. So anyway, cool. That worked actually a lot better than that was a lot easier than I thought. So when I create macros that you guys can use, I'll put them there. And yes, Noodle, your thoughts are your own. Now we have spammed. You notice. Now, I think both Skylar and Karen will be aware of this. In real world, Steven and Cliff, notice that you couldn't type something and hit return.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my chat spammed, so you have to click the submit button to make anything happen. So, because I was just picturing like, fuck you, like, Leroy Jenkins. All right, cool. Let's get back to the game. That was a worthy, I think that was a worthy pause though.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So you're in the room. This door that is locked from the inside, you can unlock it if you want. What's your move?
I would like to know. I'd like to go to the door, and I don't know because remember I missed a couple of episodes, but is there any sound on the other side of this door?
All right, so I'm gonna have you roll a perception check, and I'm gonna make you do it the old-fashioned way because it's just you. So roll a perception check, but I need you to move. I'm gonna move you over to the door. All right, so who drew with Q's? Did someone figured out that you can hold Q down and draw?
That's me, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to teach you guys something because that I don't want you to do ever again. And here's why. So everyone stop drawing. So we have what's called quick draw, which is much better. So if you hold Q down and everyone's just going to scribble the fuck out of it, hold Q and just start moving your mouse around. And then let up Q, right? So like, there you go. Get it out of your system, guys. A whole bunch of scribbling. It's like somehow someone's scribbling off the goddamn map. I don't know how it's happening. But that is how you quickly draw. That's pretty efficient, right? Just remember Q for quick draw. Because quick starts with a Q, not a K. Because we're Americans and we spell things in jacked up ways. All right. And by the way, I can tell by the color of the line who's drawing it, so I will know if you keep messing with me. All right. So, Noodle, did you roll your perception?
You sound like a teacher. Yeah, I will do that. Perception.
I wanted to be a teacher.
You do not want to. Oh my Jesus. I hear nothing. I hear negative is what I hear. Sorry.
So there you go.
Right. Noodle goes
Can I
to the door
also try?
first.
So Noodle, you like, you put your ear up against the door and you're just like, all you hear is whatever sound a door makes.
Yeah.
If Noodle moves out of the way, someone else can move up to the door and listen.
Free to be you, dude. Here we
Oh.
go.
I think we should send the healer through first.
Oh, yeah. All right, so Noodle moved into the corner in shame. Anyone else going to try this?
I want to try, but I'm struggling to clear the token, and I can't.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I had to hit the little red person
There it
and
is.
then but then you got it.
Why can't
Oh,
I
but we have
move?
Okay, so look in your upper left-hand corner. Make sure that you have the play school person selected and then the selector item.
What's up
The
with the
select,
rolls?
Karen,
Also
yeah,
sense the door.
you hear the sound of wood. Fabia's like, you feel Fabia, this little like wayfish, elf, elbow you out of the way and just sort of like push you, like with respect, but push you out of the way. and she pulls up against the door. Fabia, roll your roll. Perception. And she's like, boom, smackdown, and that, you knuckleheads, is how you do it. That's one of my canned ones. So, by the way, I think you can right click over them and edit and like copy them and make your own. So, you know, whatever. That's it. All right. So Fabia, you hear on the other side of this door, right? You're like, I don't hear wood. I hear water. Yeah, I hear water. And it sounds pretty close. And that's what you hear.
Just your water, okay.
Go.
Is Zippy around? Because he's not here.
Zippy's invisible. Do you want me to make him visible for you so you can see him? There you go.
Yeah.
And I'll just mark him as invisible. Okay, so he's marked as invisible. So now that we'll use that instead of actually having him be invisible. That way you can see him.
Yes, I prefer that. Thank you.
All right, so you're there up against the door. Like Karen's still like right on you. You could feel like her warm breath sort of on your left side. Just sort of kind of annoyed that you figured this out, like that there's water on the other side of this door. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ask
First-
Karen if she wants to go through the door.
I'm gonna go kill the water.
Yeah.
Kill it.
All right, so I think you can unlock. Go ahead and unlock it. Or are you able to unlock? No. Now
It
it's
makes
just
a sound when I click it. Like it's
yeah.
doing
It
something,
was
but-
locked. It was locked. So I've unlocked it for you. So it's now unlocked. So yeah, you definitely see from where you stand. Well, you see darkness. So if you're going to go straight across, go into the hallway and then stop, and then I will give you some narrative. And you guys are welcome to go as far as Karen, but please stop after Karen. A still pool fills much of this cavern. The water is dark, revealing little of what might lie within.
The doorway.
The shore of the pool consists of a thin layer of broken shells from strange pale mussels, and a fishy odor hangs in the air. A passage leads south from this area to a set of steps that climbs up to the east. A sluggish stream flows out of the cave in the northeast. So that's sort of what you can see from the hallway heading into the cavern. You guys are welcome to go to the bottom of the stairs, but I wouldn't proceed any further until you tell me what you want to do. So yeah, you can't really see in.
You guys got a bullseye light to look up or down, or are there any? Anybody have lighting effects?
Yeah, does Nick? Who doesn't have night vision?
Was it me?
I think it's you.
Yeah, because I was one of those things that I hadn't given you, and I didn't give you an option because we weren't playing this way before. But I'm going to drag into your inventory if you don't have night vision, Noodle. Or dark vision, I mean. I'm going to give you, as a bonus, a hooded lantern. So now you have a hooded lantern in your inventory. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to give you all a hooded lantern. Hold on, inventory.
So do I click it to use or?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you. Hold on.
Equip it.
My bad. Hold on. I meant to give you a bullseye lantern. I didn't want to give you that one. Hold on a second. Because that would be. Let me delete that. Delete. Yes. And then I'm gonna give you a bullseye. That's more fair. Do you have a bullseye lantern now?
Yeah, I've equipped it. I'm flickering.
Yeah, so you can right click over yourself, and if you right click over your character, you'll see a little flame in the upper left hand corner of that HUD. When on that flame, you can right click it and choose if you want to use a torch. You also have light So you have a spell that you can use if you want, Noodle. You also have the lantern, and you have a candle. So all of you, if anything that you can use for consumables. Now, say you use a torch. If you have 5 torches and you light that, when you put it out, that uses a torch. So if you're in a cave system and you can't see and you use all your torches, you're going to be in the dark. So, use it wisely. Anywho, you've got the narrative.
Can I just cast this spell?
Well, I think most people have dark vision, don't they?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Being an elf, I got to assume, but I don't know where to find that.
You do. You do.
Okay.
Yeah, Bing moves all the way down to the shore. He sort of pushes through you guys, and he's now in there. I forgot I was playing Bing, because that's what he would do, right? He just goes right up to the shore. So if anyone else wants to go up to the shore or are going to enter that room, you go for it. There's a passage that goes to the north and a passage that goes to the south. But down those stairs is a pool. But you can't really see it until you go down the stairs because it's blocked. The hallway the top is blocked until you get into the actual area.
So south.
It's rubble.
Okay.
To your south is rubble. It's a dead end. To your north is you see the hallway sort of tees off and looks like it goes to the west and to the east. But like I said, Bing went all the way down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say we follow Bing. I mean, I'm on my way.
Oops.
What is Bing's passive perception? Let's look. Oh, by the way, I re-enabled, if anyone wants to use it, I re-enabled the improved, it's called Tiny 5e sheet. So it's a different view of the character sheet that is a little bit more compressed, but it's a lot more powerful. Now that you guys have been using this a while, you're welcome to use it. You click that gear in your character sheet, and then you can choose this sheet. Just choose D&D 5e Tiny Sheet if you want to try it out. One of the things that
Get over the wall either.
Okay, I'll help you out. One of the things that sheet will do for you is you can go into your weapons and spells and choose favorites, and then they appear on your main page. Which is kind of cool. Okay. So I heard some people are stuck. Where are you?
There's a wall.
Okay, you're in. Nick is in. Don't move anymore. I'm just gonna keep where you guys are at.
I just wanted to get out of the way so people could.
Skylar, we got Favia, Skylar. You want Zippy to go in or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Zippy is now in. He's up there. Left out in the hallway, we have Favia, Karen, and Skylar. Anyone else having a problem getting in? You don't have to go in. I'm just saying if you want to go in.
I would like to go in, but I can't.
Uh-oh. So,
What's
sorry.
the class?
Sorry, Nick. I got to turn off movement now. So Nick just is sort of making his way around, around.
All right, I'm coming.
This
Don't get too close.
I'm
just
getting
yet.
smaller.
Yeah, so Nick has, if you look into your chat window, Nick has fallen into a pit trap. The ground moments ago, seemingly solid, crumbles beneath your feet. For a brief moment, you marvel at the rubble, gold and treasure floating in the air around you, and then have a sudden realization that you're falling just as you slam into the bottom of the pit, roughly 20 feet below. I've fallen into a pit. Cruel gods, why have you smite me so? Your gods do not answer. They have no time for your folly. He calls out to the rest of the group. I believe I might be a bit wounded. Yes, there seems to be a bit of blood, and I think I'm already bruising. Hello, I'm feeling a bit woozy. I'm just gonna lay down. Just a quick nap is what I need. Just a quick nap, and you curl up on the cold floor and quickly pass out from a mix of pain and blood loss.
Sweet.
Okay,
So Nick is unconscious right now. He's in the bottom of a pit. Bing sees he looks like Nick he just saw Nick drop. He goes over to just the very edge, and if he falls in, I'll undo it because it's not supposed to fall in. And he's like, oh shit, like it's about 20 feet down. Oops.
So, is he so passed out that he can't take like another potion of healing? Because Zippy could fly down to him and give him something.
You just have to wake him up. He's unconscious, right? Like you could revive him.
Yeah, he's not that hurt. He's just being a baby. Let's throw him down. Let's wake him up and throw down a rope and have him climb out.
So I'll have Zippy go down there with him. I think, does he have... Does Zippy have a character sheet still?
Yeah, double click him.
Double click him?
Yeah, Zippy.
Oh, I was trying to find it earlier.
Yeah,
He doesn't have inventory though, because I thought he had some stuff.
No, he's a companion. It's kind of like a familiar. It's like a dog.
No, I understand, but he had stuff before. So did that become my stuff?
We'll have to look. Like, make a note of that. That I need to transfer Zippy stuff to you.
Yeah, because I think he had some healing potions and stuff in the other one.
Would you like me to go and check on your friend?
Yes, please.
Have you considered being evil? I may have mentioned this before, but there's a lot of benefit to being evil. Now, we can talk about this when I get back. What would you like me to do to your friend?
Can you try to wake him up? And I'll give... Here's a potion of healing. Another one.
Ooh.
Try to go wake him up and get him to take this.
Shall I hit him with it?
Please don't hit him. Try to wake him up. Just
Ooh,
kind of...
I will gladly wake him up.
Do it.
You! Wake up!
Zip, be nice.
Wake up! Hello, he's not waking up. Can I try something else?
What do you want to try?
You. I'm going to eat your soul if you don't wake up.
No, 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 no.
All right.
And then he just starts to tickle Nick under his nose with his little wing, and Nick wakes up. Zippy flies back to you. Let me remove. So you're no longer asleep. You're no longer. I'm going to clear all of your things. You're okay. You've taken a little bit of fall damage, and quite honestly, are a little humiliated. But you are at the bottom of a pit. You got 20 feet. Easy enough to either you look at the sides, and it's risky, but it's climbable. But with rope, it would be easy.
We have rope.
Yeah, throw me a rope. I can get out of here.
Yeah, I have rope.
There's nothing down here. It's just a hole.
All right, so Bing moves out of the way. Skylar, move into place.
I think, is free moving on or no?
Oh, I stopped you guys. Yeah, that's right. Now it's on.
Important safety tip.
Yes.
Mind
Yes,
the
when
traps.
yes, when the GM says don't go any farther than the bottom of the stairs, that's probably a thing.
Why can't I get out here? There's a wall.
Are you stuck on the? Are you stuck on it? Let me put you here. How's that?
All right, here. Yeah, let me give him a rope.
All right, so you don't have to give him a rope. Let's all role play it. So you see Skylar lower this rope down to you, Nick, and you're a little embarrassed and but you'll be okay. And you climb out of the hole. Look at him climbing. Whoop, he's climbing. You sort of step off to the side and marvel at the pool of your own blood in the pit itself.
That's all that healing stuff you gave me. Thanks. There it is at the bottom of the pit.
Now, Skylar, as you walked over to Nick and threw him the rope, off to your right, you thought you may have seen something, sort of glimmering in the water. But you'd have to roll an investigation check. And if anyone's interested, who's all interested in investigating? Otherwise, I'm going to just have Skylar do this.
Do the group roll.
let's investigate.
I would like to see.
Group roll.
All right, let's do the group roll investigation.
Group roll.
Here comes investigation check.
Nice.
I even let you know the DC. You gotta get a DC 12.
Look at that.
Done.
Free dice.
13,
Ooh.
17.
Ooh, Noodle, nice job.
Yes, we're gonna check it out.
Ooh.
Ooh, lots of good ones.
Ooh, Nick
Man.
Maylock makes up for his fall.
On the money.
And, oh, I gotta do Bing. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Oh, brother.
Natural 20. So, you know, you guys all see this sort of just below the surface, like just in the murk of the water, this humanoid shape, right? Noodle, you and Nick, you know, you see it the most clearly, other than like Bing, who like sort of double elbows you guys out of the way. He's like, there's a corpse in the water, right? Not only that, he said, you know, it looks like this pool is probably about 20 feet deep. And you know, seems like it might be a bit of a treacherous climb down, but right along the shore looks to be the body of some sort of looks like possibly a wizard. But it looks like this body has been there quite a while. Its bones, you just sort of see the tattered remains of wizard robes. Nick, you feel a sort of a chill run up your spine, a brother in arms sort of like laying at the bottom of the sea. You wonder what his history is. You wonder how he got here and why he was here. Your spidey sense says it's probably, he was one of the original people sort of defending the mine against the orcs. So,
what a silence.
So we
Bing,
investigated.
yeah, you investigated, you found a corpse. You can, within striking distance was, I'm going to move all of three of you, Noodle, Skylar, and Bing. Whoever wants, double click the corpse and it should open up something.
Where's the corpse?
I don't see a corpse, sorry.
It's the corpse. It's in the water. You don't see the corpse in the water? Just like
No.
right here.
No.
No. Yeah, I'm quite
Oh,
interested to see what magic.
How about now?
Hey, that's shiny.
it helps when I make it not. It helps when I make it not invisible. You just double click
We
it.
got,
Okay, I clicked it.
we got a deck of many things, platinum
Yeah.
ring,
Oh,
and a
whoa.
wand of magic missile.
baby.
Sounds like Nick knows what the deck of many things is.
Yes, sir.
A
These
deck
are-
of many
these are-
things.
Outstanding magic items.
So Nick,
Well-
I'm gonna let the party role play this. However you guys want to figure out this loot scenario here. I'm just gonna step back and drink my martini. And you know why I'm gonna drink my martini? Here's why, guys. Because it is time for a beverage, y'all.
Wait, I didn't put that. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I did. Time for a beverage.
No, that was me, Game Master.
Alright.
I did that.
So
Right.
I'm
wouldn't
not
we
sure.
normally divide these things up between Cyrus and Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyrus is a moo as well. Then I'm sorry, a wizard, sage. I call it a moo, magic wizard.
I say the wizards already have too much magic. If they're dead, they can't use the wand of magic missiles. I say we give it to Aaron.
Oh, I didn't hear
Well,
that it was a wand.
I
Wand of magic missiles and makes me it makes me more offensive.
Dear sir, I am not.
Right.
I am not a wizard. I am a cleric.
Actually, it's maybe good to give it to a squishy who could, if you can. What is it like? Is it
It's a
one
distance
use?
weapon.
Is it consumable or is it like a thing that always shoots?
What are you asking about? We can have you roll a history check. What is it that you're asking about?
Yeah, let's do a history check. I'd
wand.
like to explain to them what the wand does.
Wand of magic missiles? All right.
Yes.
Nick, roll a history check, please. Do you know how to do that?
Direct me. Nope, direct me. Thank you.
You can open up your character sheet by double clicking your character and then go to attributes and then go look. You'll see What did I tell you to roll?
History.
Oh, this would be Arcana. Do an Arcana because this is a magical item. So roll an Arcana, and you'll
Alright,
see.
so-
Yeah. You'll click. Oh, click the name. Click the word Arcana in attributes.
yeah, it brings up normal. Yeah.
Yep, normal.
Okay.
Good enough. All right. So so Nick, Nick knows that this is the you're talking about the wand, right? That's what you're asking about, or the deck? It was the wand, right?
Go on. We'll do the deck.
So yeah. So this is he's like this is the wand of magic missiles. This and what he knows is this wand has 7 charges, and while holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast a magic missile spell from it. You guys, out of character, this is a classic, D&D trope, right? The magic fucking missiles is what they should call it. For 1 charge, you cast the first level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. Now, this wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. So every time you do a long rest, basically, for you guys, you're going to get 1d6 plus 1 charges for this thing, right? Now, if you expend all of the charges, you roll a d20. And if you roll a 1, it crumbles into ashes and is destroyed. So the key is, anyone? You've learned this at Reading Rainbow. You learned this on the Sesame Street. Don't be selfish. Don't use it all up. Don't push your luck.
Yeah, and for me, it's a good distance weapon to keep me out of the fray. I can.
All right. Take,
I think Nick would want. I think Nick would want him to have it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I do too.
If it encourages Nick to stay out of the fray, I think that's good.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's kind of fun about it. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So Nick, I moved you forward, so you should be able to double click the body and grab the wand of magic missiles. Now, what's left in this Bing is like, look, there's a platinum ring. There's two platinum rings, and there's something called the Deck of Many Things.
Yeah,
So what is the deck of many things?
Well, why don't you, anyone who wants to know why don't you all just roll a goddamn history check for me? So I will do a group roll.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
1
That
second.
big old crash.
Someone closed the body.
I thought that's what I had to do to get away from him.
Yeah.
Oh,
And start epic roll.
Yes.
You need a 10 to know.
Ooh.
dang it.
Yeah.
Did I roll?
We're missing Nick Maylock and
Yeah,
Bing.
someone's dice rolled on my head. All right, there we go.
There.
7.
Okay.
All right, and the epic roll. So now there's the results. Favia, you know the most. So Favia, you see the Deck of Many Things in this wizard. This is not unsurprising to see this in a wizard hand, in their collection. Although it is a legendary item, you guys, it's priceless. This thing is insane. You've never seen one. You don't know anyone who's ever seen one. You've only heard rumor or legend of this deck, because it is amazingly powerful and wonderful, and unbelievably horrific all at the same time. And so you know a little bit about this deck because you've sat around campfires as a child, being both, enamored and terrified by its tales. So usually found in a box or a pouch, this deck contains a number of cards either made of ivory or vellum. Normally they have 13 cards, but some, including this deck, have 22. Now, here's the thing about this deck. Oh, I'm going to go into narrator mode. Before you draw a card, you must declare how many cards you intend to draw, and you must draw them randomly. Now, any cards drawn in the excess of this number, they have no effect. You get no benefit from these cards. Otherwise, as soon as you draw a card from the deck, its magic takes effect. Now, you must draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous card. So if you choose to draw 5 cards, you must draw 1 card within 5 hours, or within the first hour, and then each card within the next hour after that. If you fail to draw the chosen number of cards, The remaining number of cards fly from this deck on their own, and they take effect all at once. This would be bad. Once a card is drawn, it fades from existence, unless the card is a fool or a jester, and that card reappears in the deck, making it possible to draw the same card twice, but only, again, if it's a fool or a jester. This deck has 21 cards.
Give it to Avia.
You see an ace of diamonds, which is the vizier. You see a king of diamonds, which is the sun. A queen of diamonds, which is the moon, and a jack of diamonds, which is a star. A two of diamonds, the comet. Ace of hearts, the fates. King of hearts is the throne, and the queen of hearts is a key. Jack of hearts is a knight. Two of hearts is a gem, and ace of clubs is talons. The king of clubs is the void. The queen of clubs is flames, and the jack of clubs is skull. The two of clubs, and you chuckle to yourself, is the idiot. Ace of spades is donjon. King of spades is ruin. The queen of spades is Uriel. The jack of spades is rogue. The two of spades is balance. And the joker is the fool, and the joker is also the jester. Now, you rolled a 21. So I will give you a sampling of these items. Not all of them. I'm not reading through 21. Donjon. You disappear and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an extra-dimensional space. Everything you were wearing and carrying stays behind in the space you occupied when you disappeared. You remain imprisoned until you are found or removed from the sphere. You can't be located by divination magic, but a wish spell can reveal the location of your prison. You draw no more cards. Idiot. Permanently reduce your intelligence by 1d4 plus 1 to a minimum of 1. You can draw one additional card beyond your declared draws. Knight. You gain the service of a 4th level knight fighter who appears in a space you choose within 30 feet of you. The fighter is of the same race and serves loyally until death. Believing the fates have drawn him to you, you control this character. Skull. You summon an avatar of death, a ghostly humanoid skeleton clad in tattered black robe and carrying a spectral scythe. It appears in the space of the GM's choice within 10 feet of you and attacks you, warning all others that you must win the battle alone. The avatar fights you until you die or it drops and dies, whereas it disappears. If anyone tries to help you, that helper summons its own avatar of death. A creature slain by an avatar of death can't be restored to life ever. Moon.
These cards are fun, is what.
Moon. You are granted the ability to cast a wish. The wish spell 1d3 times. Uriel. The card's Medusa-like visage curses you. Balance. Your mind suffers from retching alteration, causing your alignment to change.
Perfect for Nick. I don't know why we don't give him
This
this.
just sounds something like David would
So-
be all over.
So the deck of many things is a sought-after collectible, but a powerful benefit or a ruinous collection of 21.
This is Russian roulette for 12 levels.
Exactly. So basically, there's as many good things, and they're incredibly good, you guys. These aren't like little good things. These are big good things.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
But there's some
So who's gonna
scary
take
ass
it?
things.
I-
So there's this deck of cards, and you know, Bing is like, his opinion is,
I don't know that I want to own this and use this, but I feel like one of us should take it. This feels
This
powerful.
definitely seems like
Oh yeah,
this definitely
clearly
seems
the
like
magic user should
Nick
take
blow
this.
his foot off stuff.
Yeah.
We wouldn't use it without consent unless we're out, having a good time and someone wants to play Lose Your Mind. We have it
Perhaps-
available, but we may also be able to
I like your moxie, Nick.
definitely
Perhaps
be barterable.
perhaps this goes into the party inventory until we decide the true
would be
owner.
That would be
That's
brilliant.
good.
And with the platinum, chuck the platinum in that party as well. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are platinum rings. Are they magic rings?
One left. Somebody took one. And I
rolling
don't
in-
want them. I have a lot of platinum that I plan on dispersing once we get, because I don't know how I got so much stuff. How much? So.
Fabia, can you do me a favor? Roll Arcana. Fabia, roll Arcana, and I think it sounds like Noodle's gonna like unload as much platinum as she can soon.
It does.
Just feel like it should go more even.
Somebody else besides me needs to roll this. Because
Yeah, I want to look at that ring. Definitely.
I asked if the rings are magic.
Oh, maybe they are. Do we
All right,
have
so
to do a...
the deck of many things is now in your Eleganate party storage.
So,
I'm glad-
were there 2 rings
Thank
or
you.
just 1?
Yeah, there were 2.
There are 2 rings.
Can I roll again and look at the second ring?
Yes, you may. And Skylar did as well. So Skylar, you don't need to roll. Skylar's
roll, but I can't get my character.
Skylar, he says, and he starts to mansplain.
Fabia, these rings are not magical. These rings are simply platinum rings that we can sell for a profit.
Or we can grab the rings and make the magic ourselves.
Boom.
True. So there you go.
Oh. Wow.
So I will take a ring.
Didn't you
And
take the
there-
first ring?
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
All right, so the rings are gone. So they're all gone. I don't know who took them, but they're all gone.
I took
I
one.
would
and-
like one, but
Awesome. So yeah, Nick, no sooner was he healed 10 minutes ago than he's taken some damage. But you find yourself sort of on the shoreline. Now, you look to the north, and I'm going to put your party storage away. That's handy, that party storage. You look to the north, and you see that there's this sort of waterfall, like waterway that sort of heads up and then disappears through a tunnel that looks too small to go through. Looking to the south, where you guys can see, it looks an awful lot like, and Skylar, you know this from your mapping that you've done sort of earlier. This is that tunnel that you had followed, and you had stopped right at the entryway to this pond, right, and sort of backed away. So you've now covered everything except for the northwest part of this map. You feel pretty good about your wayfinding. You're thinking like, Nick fell into this pit, maybe be a little careful.
All right, let's keep going.
And what do you mean by keep going, sir?
Go.
Around the south of it?
Yeah. What do you think, everybody?
Well, I'd like to...
Wait, you're
check
gonna-
to see if
Didn't you
we
just?
can see any traps.
I
Can
seem
I
to recall
use-
that south was the tunnel we came out of, so we've looped that tunnel. South will take us back to someplace we've already been.
100%.
So we should go back to where we were and then go up that way?
In the hallway and north, I say.
Yeah.
Good.
okay.
I moved Zippy to the into the hallway into the north and stopped at some stairs, and I let you guys. Free movement is on. Please do not move past Zippy.
Got it.
Not that there's anything bad there. I just don't want to, have everyone all over the map.
It
Wall.
will not let me... It keeps telling me I'm running into a wall.
Yeah, me too.
I must have inadvertently made that a wall. I'll pull all of you into the hallway, and then that'll save some time. Because I can pull you through walls, literally.
I didn't see that. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
nifty.
And then Bing,
To the north?
as Bing walks away from the shoreline up the stairs, he sort of looks over his shoulder, and sort of gives the corpse a nod, like all right, my brother, and makes his way north up the stairs. Has a somber moment.
Oh. Do we have everybody?
Yeah, everyone's all stacked up. So you guys find yourself at the top of some stairs, or at the bottom of
Let's
the
go up.
stairs.
Look down those first before you just start traipsing, I think.
Well, the stairs go up, but they end before you can sort of see out. You can sort of peek that it sort of ends in a hallway, but you're gonna have to go up a little farther before that.
Do you want me to send Zippy ahead?
Yes, I think that he's our best, or she is
He.
our best bet. Or he. I never have gotten there.
It's
They
okay.
are our
best
best option.
Yeah.
All right, so can you move a little Zippy?
Yeah.
Awesome. So little Zippy, I just stopped movement for a reason.
Okay.
So little Zippy gets to that sort of crossway, and he hears a little something that sounds like this.
I was saying, maybe we should kill him. I don't know what we can do. I can't find the thing with the black spider.
So he hears something sort of
Maybe
big.
we should kill them in a black spider.
Big something. It's talking about the black spider. And he recognizes, actually, I'm going to have little Zippy roll real quick, just a nature check, just for some shits and giggles here. Why not? I can do that for you quickly. So he knocks it out, a 19. Yeah. So he definitely, it's the sound of a bugbear. So he hears sort of a bugbear and a waterfall, it sounds like. So that sort of, that his mental model is that stream is sort of connecting to a waterfall or something of that nature. And he pings you, Fabi. He's like, what do you want me to do?
So I let the group know all of that. Do you want him to try to get a little closer? Because he's invisible right now.
Yep, he's invisible.
Yeah, it'd be great to know with stealth if there's. I mean, he's talking to someone, right? So we've got more than one bugbear in there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you control him now. I'm gonna put on. Don't move more than his. He's flying, right? Yeah. So he can fly 40 feet. So tread lightly. I'm gonna let you control him.
Was it from the west? This direction?
Yeah. So it was from over here.
Okay.
He didn't pick up anything audible from over here, but the hallway sort of goes to the left. And if you can click on him and see, right? Because you own him.
It's really dark.
Doesn't he have night vision?
I can see. He does. I thought.
Yeah, he has dark vision. So he sees what he sees. So right, he sees a hallway that extends to the west, and he sees some stairs heading down to the east. And he knows that it sounds like a bugbear. At least one bugbear's over there. And again, he's a bright guy. You guys have circumvented the other bugbears. His mental model is that that's probably the same group of bugbears.
Okay. Is the movement on? Because I can't move him.
Nope, I blocked it. So I'm going to start it now. Okay. But to be fair, I forgot to click this because you guys, it's time for a beverage. I'm the only one. Thank you, Alicia, for laughing. You're the only one who appreciates my hard work.
I do.
Spread the word. I'm a good time. Let me turn off and put in free movement. I would ask the rest of the party to sort of hang tight. Although I will hold you to whatever moves you do make if you choose to make a move. So if anyone wants to move forward, that's on you. Just letting you know.
The bugbear was this way, correct?
Yep. So if you highlight your character, you should see that he sees now one bugbear and what looks like a drop off.
He's like over the stairs, but I can't really. Oh, there he is. I had to back up a little bit. Yeah, he sees one down over there. Who is that? Oh, Karen.
Scooching in a little, or are we hanging back? What are we doing?
Scooching forward.
Let's scooch.
Scoochy. Let's fight something.
So I'll send back that I can see the bugbear now, but I can only see one, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to adjust something that wasn't set up quite right. Because you should be able to see more than that. You should be able to see across the ridge. If I do that, I'm just going to delete it. Screw it.
Oh,
Can you
I see two. I see two and something that looks blue.
But that's the gurgling water.
All right, so let me highlight you. So yeah, so you see two bugbears. You see one up on the ridge, and you see just peeking over that ridge, and that was what was being obscured. Was there's a ridge, and it sort of leads into a chasm. But at the bottom of it, you can just barely see another bugbear sort of hanging out at the bottom. So this is that chasm that you guys that was between the old steam bed trail. And where you are now. So you've managed to get to the other side of that chasm without actually having to cross it. Way to go, Skylar.
We normally just dispose of bugbears, or
They're easy to kill. Let's do it.
because if we go west, we're just gonna have bugbears at our back all the time if we don't take care of these guys.
Well, Karen's right there. She's ready to go.
So do we distance weapon? Does this party distance weapon first, or just? I've seen just a lot of bolting in.
He's watched our YouTube. They Leroy Jenkins the shit out of everything.
Yeah, okay. Especially Karen. Love
Yes.
love that.
Fabia usually hangs in the back and shoots arrows, but
All right, so I'm going to do something for you guys. Hold on. I'm adding you guys because it sounds like you're going into combat, which means not quite, but almost. It means, hold on, where'd it go?
They don't see us, so we would have.
We should have a surprise attack.
Well, it depends on, you guys haven't come up the stairs yet. So, like, all you know is what's being relayed to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say, you guys are now in the combat tracker, and there's two more. So that means I need you to roll for initiative. All right, so you guys are rolling. You're in the combat tracker. Let me roll for Bing. You still have to roll for little Zippy.
Why can't?
Yeah. So, but that is curious. When you hit someone else's dice, does that change their roll?
No, it doesn't.
It does not. So it's where it lands the first time.
Well, it's where it ends up. Is where what happens.
Okay,
So,
it does.
oh, so I mean, sorry. There are collisions. Yeah, there could be collisions. Yeah.
Okay.
So you could be strategic and like not roll until anyone else rolls, or you could just assume that the fates will do what they do.
It just hurts your soul when you see a 20 get knocked into a 3.
Yeah. Fabia and Zippy have not rolled their initiative yet.
Because I couldn't remember where initiative was.
The two crosses. Yeah. Okay. There you go. You got it.
Zippy doesn't have that on his front.
If you go to the combat tracker, which is next to the chat, if you look at the upper right hand corner, the two little swords that are crossed for combat.
Oh, there we go.
Boom, goes the dynamite. And then we should hit. Wait for it, here it comes.
Combat begins.
Yeah. Well, Mortal Kombat action, you guys? Come on now. I've worked on a lot of the aesthetics, and you guys are not giving me the love that I deserve for all of the work I put in. That was awesome. Thank you, Christy, for the awesome thumbs up. I appreciate that. Match that subscribe button. All right, so we are in combat movement. So, Gary, this is new to you. We're in combat turn. It automatically happens when I hit begin combat. Skylar is at the top of the round, only slightly damaged. Skylar, you are nowhere near the action. Now, that said, Zippy is the only one.
Numbers.
What numbers? Like the point whatevers or?
Yeah.
That is resolving. If you guys both rolled the same number, it uses some of your abilities to recalc and give you a buff,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
The only one who has, let me check. This is Karen. Nope, so little Zippy has right of attack with advantage if it wants to take it.
On this guy, right?
On whichever guy he's within 40 feet of. However, he will lose invisibility, and no one else had advantage because no one else can see. You're all down the hallway, right? So when he got to this point,
I was behind people.
yeah, when he got to this point, and as soon as Karen got to the top of the stairs, that's when I had to put you guys into the combat mode, right? Because the next step that Karen took would mean that Karen was visible. So, you do you. You can use Zippy to get like a bonus attack if you want. But don't forget, he doesn't have any ranged weapons. He only has melee. So he has to get up next to something.
As a stinger.
Yeah, well, just a stinger. He one hit kills half the stuff he stings. But
And he hasn't tried in a while, so we'll have Zippy attack with advantage.
All right. So I'm going to make your move Zippy into. No one else move. It's his honor system. I'm gonna turn on free move. Only Zippy can move. So move Zippy to where you want him. And as soon as he moves,
I'm gonna. Oh, that's too far. Right? This one is too far.
That's too far.
Yeah, make sure you can come back toward me, or you have enough
Yeah.
movement to come back, so that.
All right. So now you're back in combat mode. So Zippy's up against this bugbear, and it's silently like the bugbear is sort of like it's like a mosquito, right? Like it feels a little like the hairs in the back of its neck are sort of waving, but that's not uncommon. You can make your free attack right now, and then we will begin with Skylar.
Karen, should we go in and attack? What do you
Look at
want?
that! You even did it properly. So it's a hit. And I have to do a saving throw for poison.
And then I can fly back to where Karen is, right?
Yep.
Nice.
So right off the bat, like this bugbear is like, holy shit. Now, before you fly back, I got to tell you something. Zippy, I spy with my little eye.
And more bugbears.
More bugbears. And not just bugbears, but something that looks way more badass than a bugbear.
Get my spiritual weapon.
What is the something that looks way? Does he know what it is?
Roll a nature check. With little Zippy. Oh, you motherfucker. So Zippy, you know, you don't sense this from Zippy, but Zippy, you feel a tingle like run through your spine with this connection you have with Zippy. And Zippy's like, by the gods, this is that rare moment when you see a creature in its natural form. Oh wait, let me talk like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It is so uncommon to see a doppelganger in its natural form. These devious shapeshifters can take on the appearance of other humanoids, throwing off the pursuit or luring victims to their doom. Few creatures spread as much fear and suspicion better than doppelgangers. But what's most disappointing is they're not evil. They're neutral. They haven't even considered a career in evil. Fabia, have you considered a career in evil? I might want to talk about you later on. I have some literature about careers in evil.
We will talk about it later.
And you know what else is interesting about these guys? A doppelganger cannot be charmed. But they speak our language. And they have multi-attack, and can read your thoughts, and can change shape, and they have surprise attack, and they're an ambusher. For the love of evil, I must escape this area.
And so, like, Zippy's not feeling the greatest, but he's also... Zippy's no longer invisible.
Right.
Right, so he attacked, so he's now visible. And that bugbear has been hit. And it doesn't get an opportunity attack on him because that was my promise to you. However, it does spin towards you, and it is now alerted. Everyone's alerted. Real quick, I need to roll some initiatives for the other characters.
How many we got going on?
And I'm going to pass on to everyone that there's another bugbear and a doppelganger.
Ooh, doppelganger.
There you go.
Word so that we know when it's all us and not a doppelganger.
Right.
Didn't we fight a doppelganger a long time ago at in the castle
History-
with all of the
History check, my friend. History check. Can you do that for me, Cliff? I want to give you a little bit more if you can give it. If you can get above an 11, I will give you more.
Yeah.
You want me to do the form, or do you want to do it the old-fashioned way with your character sheet? All right, character sheet it is.
Fuck.
11. Close. So what you feel is from the, you remember. So what you remember, I can't give you more details on this, but you remember is when you were back in in that castle, right? And you know, you went into that final room, and there was I believe it was a rat that was a shapeshifter, right?
Yeah.
Seemed very familiar, like as if they were related. And you know that shapeshifter was trying to stop people from getting to this cave. And there's another shapeshifter here, so you, in some way, shape, or form, know they're related. But unfortunately, you were 1 point away from being able to tell you any more than that. Thank you for playing. Skylar, you are up next. As a party, everyone except... Oh, actually, we need to move a little Zippy. So he has...
He moved back.
Yeah, so how far? He went 25 feet, so he has another... What? He has 40 feet, so 25, so he has another 15 feet?
Yeah.
So he can move 15 feet back without opportunity attack. So go ahead. I'm going to put on free movement. No one else move. Free movement for Fabia. So just move Zippy where you want him.
Wow, clear.
God bless.
Why won't I can't move him?
All right, I'll move him 15 feet, right about here. That's 15. Okay, 15 feet. Zippy moves back. We're back in battle mode. We're at the top of the thing. Zippy is within enough of an earshot. Oh, he has a connection with you, so he can scheme if you need him to scheme. The rest of you need to discuss what you're going to do. This is the top of the round. This is what we do at the top of the round. You need to tell me what your plan is.
We're gonna go in and battle him, Karen.
Kill.
Kill. Sounds vaguely
Take
familiar.
the weapon out, because I can.
Yes.
Because you can't read the thoughts of a wooden spoon.
Here's what I'm going to allow you to do. Since you're not fully into combat, you're at the top of the round. Make anyone who wants to swap out weapons, load up, change armor, like whatever. Like, this is your moment. This is the one time I'm going to give you a free move to do that.
No armor.
Anytime after that is on you. It's like it'll take an action to swap weapons. So make sure you have the weapon in hand. You know, Zippy has told you here's what's happening. So change your weapon out and tell me when you're ready to proceed. And Skylar, you're up.
I'm there. I moved there.
All right, so Skylar, what you see is, I should give you some narrative, because why the hell not? Boom, to the chat, my friends, to the chat. A wide rift, narrative mode. We gotta take advantage of this. A wide rift fills the eastern half of this cavern. A stream pours out of the west wall, then tumbles down into the rift and flows out again to the north. Several ropes are secured to iron stakes along the western edge of the rift, leading down to a chasm floor. What you see is a collapsed cavern. It's gorgeous. Let's take a moment to admire how gorgeous it is.
It's gorgeous.
Hold on. Gorgeous. Show players the image. And you should be seeing the image now, correct? Right? Now.
Ooh.
I worked so hard on generating these. You must enjoy and acknowledge the awesomeness of these mid-journey AI-generated D&D images. Anyway, that's the end of the narrative. That's what you see.
Well, we don't. But
Well, that's what Skylar sees.
Is that Mr. Hanky in the middle of the image?
dear
Yeah,
God,
Isn't
is that,
Isn't that nice?
I was wondering.
Have you guys ever played with Midjourney or AI or any of that stuff?
Yeah.
It can create some amazing stuff, right? But it is next to impossible to get what you want. So to get this image took about a half an hour, which, by the way, if I was drawing it, would have taken like 3 weeks. So I'm not going to complain. I can't wait for you guys to move into the homebrew stuff, because quite honestly, that narrative is, there's so much narrative and so many images, and it's a lot more interesting. Anyway, you were here. You've discovered some bugbears. What are you doing, Mr. Skylar, the barbarian,
What party?
the fighter? Oh, you know, every stairway is blocking view. You shouldn't do that. Are you noticing that you can't see down the stairs, can you?
No, I couldn't go that way. I wouldn't have ended my turn, but it's fine. I'll wait.
So wait, so are you readied?
No, I hit end turn. I wanted to go down. It's fine.
Well, I'll let you. How far did you want to go down?
Go down and kill something.
Well, you didn't have all that movement left. You had like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You had about 5 more feet, so I can put you on stairs. Does that work?
Yeah, that's
All right. So next up is Karen.
Is Skylar, did you ready?
Yeah,
You read-
I got my crossbow for fun.
Oh, with your crossbow. Okay. I'm gonna go up a little bit and just ready, and then Zippy, when it's your turn, you can just tuck in behind us,
Okay.
and then all the dummies that come over here, we'll just whack them.
All right. You are readied. Well, I mean, you hit the ready button just so we know, but whatever. And you should do the same thing, Skylar. Hit the ready button. This brings us to the Zipmeister, the Zip Man. Zippity zip zip.
And he's gonna go back. Which I can't move him, I don't know why.
Are you not the owner? Let me look at the owner. Let's see, Zippy. You have to be the owner.
But I have like a glowing red thing on me right now, and I don't know why. Or like an orange.
Yeah, you're the owner. Okay, so wait, a question. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, is the play school person selected? And
Yes.
and is the box with the 4 little corners selected?
Okay, it is now. I have
Now move.
But I'm targeted.
Oh, are you?
So I hit clear targets and it didn't clear anything.
Now it's cleared. I see it cleared.
Okay, but I'm like a glowing ball of something right now. It looked weird.
All right. So are we able to move then?
I can't. Yes.
Yes, you were. And Cliff is on a bio break. He rolled a nature D20 and found out he needed it to get to Tinkle Hut. He'll be right back.
And Zippy will ready himself over there.
Okay, so what is he ready to do?
He's just
He's melee, right? So I mean, all he could do is if someone comes up the stairs.
yeah. But I don't know, can I ready him like I do everybody else?
Yep,
Because
you want him readied? I think you can just hit the ready if in this HUD.
Where?
Why I haven't summoned my wooden spoon in a minute. Do I need the character on?
So
I know.
do you want to summon your wooden spoon?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on using. Once I get close enough,
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
do it within 60 feet within
Awesome.
range, though.
When it's your turn, you can do that. So little Zippy just moved, and then hit your end turn, and then it's Fabia's turn. He did not take an action. Actually, he did. He took a readied action. That's an action.
Oh, so does that mean Fabia can't do anything?
You can move, but you can't take an action unless you
Okay,
want to. That's a learning moment. If you want to undo the ready and then just take your action, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
All right, so move yourself and do that, and
Will you remove the
yep,
ready from him?
I will try my best.
Okay. I mean, or do you want me to click it again?
Nope, I got it. Boom.
Okay.
He is no longer readied. He's just hanging out on the stairs at this point.
Shapeshifter.
What's that?
Where's the shapeshifter anyway?
What
He
shape?
was
Oh,
up.
Or the doppelganger. Yeah.
yeah, he was to the north, is what they told you.
Can you ping Fabia because I can't find her?
Okay, so there's another tool that you can use in case you didn't know. In the left-hand corner, there's all those tools, and if you look at one that has like a box around people, it's called Find My Token.
Right.
It's right below the
Sometimes-
trash can. Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes when I do that, it finds Zippy. Like, it bounces back and forth between them.
Well, yeah, just keep clicking in until you find what you want to find.
Okay.
And I managed to. I clicked it and it went all over the place, but that's just me. All the characters are mine.
She has 40?
She has 35.
So is that about 35-ish?
It should tell you that's 10. That's 15.
There. That's 35.
For those of you power players, just so you know, when you drag, if you hit your space bar, that's a waypoint. So you can do like 10 to the north and then like 15 at an angle. So like you can set multi-segment moves all in one turn by hitting the space bar wherever you want that character to change direction. And I guarantee you Karen will do that on their turn.
Okay. Now
so
that
you
I
are-
just got up there.
You got up there. You do see the bugbear. It is not line of sight. Although your two friends there are on the stairs, you could try to shoot the bugbear with disadvantage. And only way you would either hit Zippy or Skylar is if you fumbled. It is your call.
I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that.
can't see.
It's in a chasm. You couldn't hit down the chasm. The angle would be all wrong. All right, so end your turn.
Can I ready Favia?
Yes, and aim direction you want to be aimed, just like Skylar should as well. And then tell me what indeed you want to do in your ready to action. So what is the trigger for what action?
I'm trying to remember how to get myself in the right spot. Is it control and then
Shift arrow keys.
that's the right way, right?
Yep.
My screen is really small and I'm blind.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna get ready if I see any of them come towards us to fire
Okay.
arrows at them.
Sounds good. Then end your turn. So end your turn is on the combat tracker at the bottom, or also on the HUD.
I have the combat tracker up, and it's the thing, right? The arrows.
Well, there's also a word that says end turn.
I know. I don't have that up. That's what
Oh.
I'm trying to say.
On the action HUD, there's also a button at the very right that says end turn. If you have the action HUD up, I don't know if you use that or not.
Oh yeah, I never even noticed that before. I'm sorry. There you go.
What fools have entered this cave? Your lives are forfeit.
And so you guys hear that sort of echoing through, the cave system. And you see this, well, not all of you, but some of you see this doppelganger sort of make their way, leaping across the across the water without any sort of a problem. To enter the battle. And that ends their turn. So we have Bing. So Bing, what would Bing do? What do you guys think Bing would do? I think Bing would position himself, but I don't know that he would commit.
We gotta clear this bottleneck. Bing.
Does he have a fun circle of something he can cast?
Is he too far away for his regular guiding bolt?
Yeah, there's too many people in the stairway, so he's going to position himself where he's at, and he has his crossbow is loaded, and if he has a clean shot of anything, he will take it. So he's going to go ahead and ready himself by hitting ready, and he's going to aim to the east. And actually, I think I know Bing. He'd aim to the west. He knows there's a hallway to the west, and he's not convinced there's nothing. Like he's gonna ready himself in case something comes down that west hallway. That's what he would do, I think.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right.
Go around the corner. A little bit further, Bing.
Yeah, he's out of movement.
Right.
He would love to. He was out of movement.
Okay.
Noodle, you were up. You feel a tingle. The battle's at hand. You're a healer, but you like smashing stuff.
I also would like to use my spiritual weapon, so let's see if I can get close enough.
Right. So I think you can move 25 feet? Because you're a
30.
You're a dwarf,
Oh,
right?
good lord! I went off the.
Where did you
rails
go?
there.
Wait, where are
The
you?
river.
Hold
I
on.
ran for it. Okay. That was 15. There's another. I can only go that far. So since I don't have line of sight, then I can't use it yet. So I'm.
Well, you could. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. You can't do that. I can't bring up your character sheet for some reason. I don't know why.
I thought it was 30.
No, I thought you could move.
Movement.
You're a
Oh, it's 25.
25.
I lied to you.
yeah. Check it out. You feel
I'll
yourself
move that
slide
down a
back.
little bit.
Yeah, you slide down the stairs 5 feet. Oh, too many.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're there. You know, that's as far as you can make it. You got little
I
feet.
think I'm just gonna ready myself just in case something comes, but this is as far as I can go. So
What weapon do you have enabled? You have your crossbow loaded, right?
I think I do. Yes.
All right. So
Just
if
get back
something
to
comes
my
around the
focus.
corner, then you're gonna ready yourself. Click the ready button, and then end your turn. And this brings us to Gary's
for my
big
bow?
moment. Yeah, we'll just hit the word ready, and that means that if anything comes into view, then you have right of attack.
Right click.
Depending on what you use, you could right click, I think, ready. Also, there's a ready button in the HUD. It's in the main action section to the right of the use feature guy in the upper, just to the upper right of it. And then end your turn.
I will end it.
I readied you for you. There you go.
All right. Well, poop.
All right,
That
Nick.
was boring.
Nick, you're up.
So, I really don't know what it is. You ready? Ended?
I
Your
think
turn.
I ended my turn.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, Nick's up. Yeah.
Because Nick's not really sure about his balls and what advantage his balls hold.
That's a hairy situation with those balls.
So I'm afraid I can't speak to whipping them out, not knowing what they are. But someone help me with my balls. Is that an advantage right now?
So he is.
Closer.
Go ahead, Cliff.
I was just gonna say he refers to them kind of like in a fancy way as his orbs.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Orb spell. So
Yeah. Under your spell
Well,
book,
Oh, okay.
it's chromatic orb, is what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So, excellent. That's,
I mean, they're 4-inch in diameter each, so he waddles when he walks. Oh, have I mentioned, if anyone cares, that it is time for a beverage?
So, yeah, I'm just gonna get close enough to be valuable, far enough to be out of the way, and I am going to prepare the wand I just found for a trial run on these baddies.
Well, everybody loves Wanda. That is very much not Nick, which I think is you're playing him well.
Oh.
He hasn't died yet, so that's good.
I tried.
Yeah. Okay, so you move 15 feet. Are you moving? You gonna take your full movement, or just you hanging back farther?
What is my full movement?
You have 30 feet.
You know what,
Oh, I'm sorry. You have 40 feet. 40 feet.
40. Oh, brother. Well,
Dang.
Yeah, you're a high elf.
Yeah,
All
I'm jealous.
I would like to get to the top of those stairs.
right, that's 30 feet. You're at.
Yeah, I don't want to bung it up. That's all. Right.
You could push up against Cyrus if you want. Otherwise, hang tight where you are. It's all you.
No, let me. Yeah, there we go. No, I got clear vision. Most definitely. Now I can actually see that bugbear.
Ah. And does he bugbear you?
Yeah, is he trailing blood?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's trailing blood.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
It's not in. It's not leeching me, right? So I don't have anything that's leeching. Up
No,
me to
it just
turn
it's
anything, so-
a gentle reminder that you are hurt. But I do think that's one of my favorite things that this does is it does trail blood.
right. So then,
That's
Yeah,
why.
I'm-
'Cause I'm like,
and I'm gonna stand fast because I don't want to shoot past Karen and Skylar.
Sounds good. And you did it within your turn time, which is like outstanding. Hit next.
Right.
Nice job.
Go here.
Yep. And
Oh,
next
next.
turn is it's in the combat tracker at the very bottom.
It's gonna time out on me anyway. So.
That's okay. There's no penalty. And you're new, and you went faster than most, so that's good.
End turn. Is that what it is? End turn.
End turn is what it is.
Oh, okay. It's a little
And quick-
hourglass in the right.
And quick question: before it was your turn, did you guys get a little notification saying that you're up next?
yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, I added that. So there's a bugbear, and he's down in the caverns, and he wants to move. So he can go 5 to the cavern. It's 20 feet up, but he can only move 30. So he's only gonna make it right to here, and he does need to do an agility or a skill check. So acrobatics to make sure that he doesn't fall. So he needs above a 10. Normal.
Roll a 9. Roll a 9.
And yeah, so he's fine. You see this bugbear climb up over the ridge and be like,
I'm gonna fuck you all up.
So there you go. I felt like, I watch a lot of D&D episodes and they drop way more F-bombs than we do, so I thought we better like spice it up a bit. Really earn that not safe for children rating that I keep giving it. And that ends his turn. Right? So he's up at the top and he's like,
Hey, Slappy, get your bugbear ass up here. Trouble afoot.
So another bugbear makes its way up, but unfortunately can only get about halfway up the chasm wall and has to end its turn. But that's okay, because you may remember that there was the bugbear that you attacked. It does have, I didn't make sure how much it has. I think it has 30 feet. Yep. It has all of its movement. Moves right into the thick of it, man. And, it has a choice. And when your choice is hit the big ass thing that's probably going to go after your friends, or hit the like slightly more frail looking person in front of you, well, its choice was easy.
Call it frail. I get opportunity attack though.
Yeah, we should get to opportunity him to death first, right?
That's true. That's true. Whoever was readied, he has moved into frame.
All right, Karen, you're up first.
In order, it was Karen, then Skylar, then Zippy doesn't get to do anything because you can't move. You have to actually just take the action. Fabia then, and then Bing was ready, but he was ready down the hallway to the west. And Nick was not ready at all, so that's just really Skylar and Karen. Do your worst, friends.
By the way, Skylar was ready with a ranged weapon, so should Skylar have gotten a shot on the first bugbear that climbed over the...
100%. 100%.
Ready with a ranged weapon too.
Yep.
Thanks for saying that, Karen. I was gonna say that. Thank you for.
Yeah. So Skylar, if you want to attack the first bugbear, that would be this one.
Yeah.
You are welcome to do so. So with your ranged weapon, you get one shot.
All right, I got it doing, and I'm gonna. Wait. Reaction. What the heck?
So Skylar, you didn't target anybody.
Yeah, I'm just working on it now. It should be targeted now.
It is. Yeah. So well, let's ignore the first one.
Boo.
So yeah.
But I
You
get a
guys
second attack.
Skylar like raises his bow and he's like, aha, and lets it loose a minute too soon. Literally a minute. Like it was a horrible miss. And this arrow just like flies off, and the bugbear like hears whoosh, head right past him. That is it for you. Karen, take your shot, or whatever you're gonna do.
But do I get it ready for the guy who came around the corner, or do I wait till after Karen?
You get one ready.
Okay.
Rage.
You can't. I don't think you can rage. You can just take a melee hit.
I don't get like a normal. I don't get a turn of stuff.
No, just a melee, one melee. But it's okay. You connected with your great axe. A solid 24.
Ooh.
And did 14 points of damage, slashing. Wow, that's a lot. So this bugbear, runs up, sees an arrow fly past its head. Skylar releases his arrow, and unfortunately misses the guy coming up over the ridge. Right, a very Lord of the Rings moment, but it did not land well. It landed more like Lord of the Things. Karen, on the other hand, like while that's happening, in same time, brings her axe upon this other bugbear, smashes its skull, right, and it is clinging to life, At which point, Favia raises her bow and hopes she doesn't fumble. Target the bugbear.
And it's just a normal roll, right?
It's a normal roll.
I want to make sure.
Don't get a 1.
Just don't get a 1. Although, kind of get a 1. Please get a 1. Damn it.
Nice.
Solid hit.
Bugbear dead. That'll do it. Wait, you shot the far one, not the close one?
I thought was the ranged one is what I had to go for.
No, they were
No
both.
one ranged it.
It's
Wait,
okay.
what?
They were both ranged, but you made your choice. So yeah.
Oh.
So the way this came down is like Skylar's arrow flies past the first bugbear. Axe comes down upon the bugbear in the hallway, just as an arrow flies right past its skull and embeds itself right into the noggin of the bugbear that was so relieved that the first arrow had missed it. Chaos, blood everywhere. And alas, it is the bugbear's turn, clinging to life. Grabs its javelin, or has its javelin, plunges it with advantage because of the proximity into Skylar, yet misses. And with all of the chaos, the axe, the everything else, this thing just like right off of the side of Skylar, doing 0 damage. Everyone, it is time to roll for initiative. We're going to be at the top of the round. Roll your initiative. I'm resetting. And then we will start the round. So, Gary playing Nick. What we do to keep things interesting is at the top of every round, we re-roll initiative, which restacks everything and makes for a more interesting game.
I like it.
Way at the bottom again.
Not necessarily. Nick hasn't rolled yet, and neither has Cyrus.
Ooh, who got the 20? Fancy.
Oops, next round.
Pretty.
All right, so Bing is up. Bing. All right, guys, I need some guidance on what you think Mr. Bing would do.
Do nothing.
It feels like using guiding bolt on this guy with like a sliver of health left would be a waste.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
And can Bing just throw a rock at him or something?
Yes.
Well, let's see what he could target. And what does he have offhand? Does he have? He has nothing, you guys. He could try his light crossbow.
Do it.
Might as well. If he fumbles, he will hit you. Do you all agree that he might try using his crossbow?
Yes.
Try it.
Do it.
Boom.
Over here.
So he has to roll at disadvantage because of cover, because we do have a cover calculator now. Thank you, Simba. Send your cover calculator module.
Oh, is the cover from the elevation difference in the stairs?
Nice.
And
Cool.
from the people around him. All right, so he's got that happened, but he missed. So sadly, he gave it his good shot, and quite honestly, it also could have been because he was aimed to the west.
Yeah, he's not aimed in the correct
So-
direction.
So he did one of these over the shoulder, like, I'm badass. But it just went like pew off the ceiling, right? Falling, harmlessly to the ground. Ends his turn, brings us to little Zippy, who could either move and take an action or just move.
He's gonna move.
All right, go for it.
Is he targeted still?
You'll need to continue on your personal device.
Go ahead and untarget.
And he's like glowing for some reason. I don't know what's happening.
He's got infinity.
He's got beast companion effects going on. They're passive effects, so that might be what it is.
Oh, okay. And
All right, so-
he's gonna hang it.
He's hanging in the hallway. Are you gonna?
And
Is that the
he's
direction
gonna
he's
go
aiming?
invisible.
Okay.
And he's gonna go invisible.
And he can keep a watch
Yeah.
over his shoulder, yeah? Both directions.
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
he's
have him
invisible.
kind of face in the middle.
And let me remove the other invisible.
Back
How's
against
that?
the wall.
Yes.
All right, Fabia, you are now up.
Okay.
Come on down, join the fun.
No, I'm gonna stay right where I am and shoot at the bugbear I was targeting before.
What, the close one or the far one?
The far one.
Why don't you kill the one that's almost dead?
Okay, I'll kill.
Then we can get out of this place quickly.
Okay, we're really piled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fabio, you hear Skylar like mansplaining to you a lot, and it's so much so that it distracts you, and you completely miss your shot.
Luckily, I get another one.
I do think it's cool that Skylar's playing into his actual character.
This bug has 9 lives.
He's right in front of me, right? Okay.
Who's he?
Skylar.
Yeah.
Oh, she plunges an arrow in the back of your head.
Yeah, I was like, if I get a 1, that's where it's going.
All right, so you do hit the bugbear with your second shot, and you lay this thing out, and that put the icon where it was supposed to be. So this guy is now dead, which means he turns into a pile of treasure. Which you don't have to deal with yet, but that's just a mental note that there's some treasure and some stuff hanging out there. So Fabia, you know, you missed the first time, but you did a good job cleaning house. Nick Maylock, you are up. In sight,
blocked.
you see Volok, and you see part of a bugbear ponytail peeking out.
Yeah, can I magic missile? Let's see, what's the distance on this bad boy?
Use a spell, but somehow one of my spells is used.
I don't get the range on. Oh, I have to equip it? Is that right? Do I have to equip my wand of missiles?
Let's see, you're new. I've not played Nick before. Magic missile. I don't know that you have to equip it. It just needed to have been prepared, which is fine.
It's a wand. Yeah, he doesn't. I would think he has to have it out.
Right.
Oh wait, it's an item, right?
Yeah, it's in my equipment.
I equipped it for you. So to equip it, you hit your shield, and you're new, so we're gonna be lenient with you. So yeah, there it is. It's equipped now. Now to equip your wand, you need to unequip your longsword, just so you know.
My longsword's equipped.
Yep, because you can't have a longsword and
I
it's
I apologize for not knowing how things are equipped or not.
Actually, is a longsword, is it a two-handed or a one-handed weapon?
One. It'd be a two-handed sword. Longsword?
Yeah, it's a longsword. Is it one?
Is it two? I don't know.
I think you could. I think it's one because you could do a longsword and a shield.
Okay, then you don't have to unequip it. Then you can just keep one. Okay, you're good. My bad. And that's a longsword +1, just in case anyone gets up on your ass, just so you know.
Yeah, I read up on him a little bit. He's a sword dancer. That's kind of cool. Okay, so yep. Now I'm. We didn't determine whether I was in range of being able to try to shoot Volok.
You are within range of shooting Volok.
All right. Then I'm going to shoot that bad boy.
Oh.
Target.
Yeah, make sure the dot's there. Yep, there it is. Dot's there.
All right. Equipped. Okay. What do I use to use? I don't know what to click to use this thing.
Okay,
Oh, the
so
little dice, yeah?
the little dice, yeah. Mouse over it.
If you don't mouse over, it doesn't do nothing.
Oh, lobbed right on him, and it should ask me to do a saving throw, I think, right? Or is it a damage roll?
It's told me nothing yet. Oh, it'll be in battle, won't it?
So what happened?
It. Oh no.
So you targeted him, right?
Yeah. And it
Seven.
Showed it showed an action when I rolled the dice.
Okay.
And nothing else.
No, I
on the-
don't. I haven't seen any other actions to take or to do, or.
Yeah, I don't have any. It didn't ask me to do anything. It doesn't show that you had him targeted though, for some reason. I'm looking right now.
It did show targeted, yeah, and it did give me animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the animation too. I just didn't. It didn't seem to register as like. It's like it didn't think you could hit the character. Why don't you try moving a few feet forward and doing it again, and see if that works. There may be too many obstacles in your way, and maybe it didn't give you line of sight.
All right, now I need to get rid of targeting. How do I get rid of? Okay.
And it should have asked you what level you wanted to cast it at, and all sorts of
Oh, right.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I would have expected. Oh, maybe that's it. How do I get unlocked here so I can move?
You should be able to move. It's your turn.
Right. So I click and I drag and I don't move.
All right, so let me try something real quick. I'm gonna control him for just for a second. I'm gonna hit target.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna try to do your magic missile. Wand of magic missiles. And it does the exact same thing that it did for you.
Okay.
Did you have to attune to this or something? Not proficient. Hold on, it says you're not proficient in this. Can you use? Yeah, you're not. So it doesn't look like you
I'm
can.
not allowed to use it.
You're not allowed to use it. That's why it's not doing anything.
Oh, is he not a one boy?
I'm
Yeah.
shooting blanks.
So right, so we'll put you back where you were, because this is learning for you. You're brand new, right? So you're standing in that same spot. We're reversing time. Now we're back to where we were. Magic missile never happened. What would you rather do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the chromatic orb on him.
Had a feeling. It's not a session unless Nick pulls out his balls at least once.
Target him. Oh, choose a damage type.
Much better. I've done a disservice to you all. I have not put on any battle music.
Did choose. Okay, I chose what to do.
Okay, look in the. Is there anything in the chat that
Attack?
you have to click? Yeah, attack.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, when we were doing this in the free play, it didn't act like this. All right,
Oh, wait.
normal.
Yeah, normal. Ah, solid 20. Wait, is that a D20?
Yeah. David made his dice look crazy.
They're hard to read, but that's awesome
Yeah.
roll.
So you did attack him. It didn't think he was targeted.
Nice.
Did it ask you anything else?
No, I did the little target. I did the target. I put it on him. He illuminated.
Oh, so this new thing is that when you click on it, it'll give you a square, and it's not targeted until you see little triangles on the corners of the square. So you have to hit
Right.
T. I don't know if you saw the triangles or not.
The blue triangles appeared. Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't know then.
Yeah, but
Still
it's
there.
funny because it doesn't show that he's attacking him, right? Like, am I crazy? It just says chromatic orb. Hold on, let me try because
Attack roll.
so he's targeted. Let me try doing it for you, and then I'll just roll until it hits, and I'll still give you the crit. So Nick, and we use cast spell, and we use. Oh, that's weird.
Ooh, what
Chromatic
did you
orb. Oh no, I was looking at there. It was a bonus action. So he has two spell slots. So we hit chromatic orb.
Yep.
And I say normal roll, which we're going to ignore, and I have to do it again because it has +2 AC cover. So let me try it again. And I'll roll with advantage until I can hit. And then this was a critical hit, so we hit critical hit.
That's a lot of dice.
So much dice.
And what do you want to do? Acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, fire?
I had selected lightning.
Oh, lightning. Lightning it is. Choose. Jesus Christ.
37.
That hurt. Nice job.
So, you guys, I think it's worth saying to Nick, that was maybe the most damage. Like, look, it was a long journey to get to that damage. But it's not over because you now get to roll. You get to see what is your critical hit roll.
That's fun. Oh, that's cool.
Appendage blow. Your target loses a finger. The hand will suffer a -2 penalty on all checks until checks until appropriate healing spell is cast upon the target. Noodle, Valak looks at you and says, you know,
Heal me! Have mercy on me! Please heal me!
and with that, Nick, you have how much? You don't have all your movement left if you want to move, or you can end your turn. That was quite spectacular. Skylar, you are up. I thought we would play to the end of this round and then we would call it. What do you guys think? We're halfway through this round.
Good.
Okay, Skylar, you're up.
My turn to change to a sword, and I'm ready. Yeah, actually,
Well,
get out of here.
You can. I say you can move to your sword while you're running if you want to do your entire movement.
Oh yeah, I want to get out of here.
All right, you bursting forward. You're a melee fighter, right? So you're gonna get right up on him, Mr. Tank.
Boom. I'm gonna ready
What are you ready for?
for the bugbears to come kiss me.
All right. So they see you come into the area. They're pretty delighted. You're easily flankable because of the direction you're heading, and then end your turn when you're done.
I will end my turn.
Karen, you're up. You feel the stickiness of the blood, you know, as your feet just sort of like bob back and forth because you have a little bit of ADHD going. I'm not sure what's going on with you, but you're like kind of shaky leg syndrome. But you can feel that blood just sort of squishing.
Come join me, Karen. Let's get in here.
I wager
What's
Karen
this
would
guy's
run
name?
towards the battle.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to jump in there. What's the bugbear that's like half up the wall?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot wall. He's about 10 feet. Right? So you'd have to you can't officially see him. You just know that he's up on the wall.
Okay, can I do some This Is Sparta shit on that bugbear that's right over him? And like an athletics check and kick that ding dong right on top of the other ding dong?
Yeah, that's cool.
I like it.
You should definitely try it.
Yeah, I think if you do that, let me see what you'll have to beat his strength. So if you have to beat, you'd have to beat a 15. That's all.
Oh, he got it.
And then I will let you describe. So if you beat a 15, then he will plunge over, landing on top of the first bugbear, and they will both take falling damage, which is, I have to look it up. I think it's 1d6 per 10 feet. So the first guy he'll take 2d6. The second guy will take 1d6. Fair?
Yeah.
And they will both be and they will both be prone if they don't die.
15.
Right, I'll do this for you automatically. Hold on one second. Because we agreed it's just gonna be Karen. And you have to hit a 15.
Athletic roll, right?
Yep,
Or is this
15. I think it'd be athletics. I'm torn between just a brute force strength, and athletics. Oh, Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you did it.
You rolled on your own. I will cancel this. I was doing the fancy one. So yeah. So you see Bugbear 1 fall down the cavern, bounce off of Bugbear 2, and they both land at the bottom. All right, so roll for the one you kicked, roll 2d6. It's in your little chat window. Yep.
Yeah, I was just doing.
So he takes 5 points of damage. Boom. Now roll 1d6 for the second guy.
Nice.
Better. 5. And they are both laying at the bottom. They're both going to be prone. Hold on, let me zoom in so I can get to this thing. Both of them will be marked prone. And then what I need you to do for me is to roll a 1d20 for the first one to see if they're unconscious, if it knocked them out when they fell. Actually, for the second, or for the first one you kicked, just that one. Yep. So the first one is unconscious.
Yes.
All right, the second one was low enough that he's not unconscious. He's just like prone. So basically, for their next turn, it'll take half of their movement. Half of their movement to make anything happen. Now, Karen, as you creep into, that place, you notice out of the corner of your eye, there seems to be, right where I'm pinging, some sort of a corpse just sort of laying in the valley, right? But you can't be bothered with it right now, but just sort of a mental note that there's a corpse down there. Maybe lootable.
All right. That my little Sparta kick was just one attack, right?
Yep,
So
that was one. That was one action. God damn it.
Oh, poor Thomas. Not looking good for him. Oh, no, it's not.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
This guy's dead.
Don't die, don't die.
He's got like this much left.
So close.
Is this round 2? God damn it. He gets a bonus on the first round that he doesn't get to experience. So Valak is up. And he's not pleased.
You have no right to be in Wayveko Cave. This is the realm of the Black Spider.
Just some smack talk, targets Karen. Boom. And +6 to hit, 5 feet, 6 plus. And hits you with his slam.
Oh, missed.
God damn it, he misses. That's okay. He's got a multi-attack, so he gets 2 melee, and this time he hits you with his short sword.
He gets 2 misses. Nice.
You are hard to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, so he's like, bam, miss. Whoosh, miss. And that ends his turn. He's not backing down. He's not running away. Bugbear number 1 uses his turn to stand up. That's half of his movement. And his movement is 30 feet. So that would be he has 15 feet left. That gives him just enough.
Can't get up.
15 feet right there. 50 feet. So it's like you see some bugbear claws sort of coming over the end. He's no longer prone. And that ends his turn. Noodle. You hear this like
Moving up.
kerfuffle going on out, in the big cavern area. But you're feeling the warmth of the hallway. You aren't sure what you want to do.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Right, you got 25 feet of movement. You have 5 more feet if you want them.
Is it spoon time?
It should be spoon time, but I don't know if I have line. I think I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way the spoon
Of
works.
the bugbears.
Well, now I'm 60. It's a 60 feet.
Oh, yeah,
So
you
I'm gonna
can.
start.
Where do you want it to appear? Use your Q and your mouse to show where you want it to appear.
You could.
Well, no, that's for my weapon.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were doing the spoon, the spiritual weapon.
I am doing the spoon.
Is that where you want it?
Yeah.
So you guys see Noodle sort of come around the corner and in the stairway, and she screams, you know, "This is for Mary!" And there it is, right? The wooden spoon of doom appears right next to Karen.
So I get 2 attacks.
Karen high fives the spoon.
So I should target, right? Just like I normally would.
Yeah, you're not near. It's a melee attack though, right?
I can summon it, but then it has to go to.
It's a club, so it has to be within 5 feet. Did you want it to appear next to?
Oh, but then how does it double hit? It can hit 2 people within range, maybe. Yeah, put it over by him.
All right, so right here.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh
now
my
you
God,
can attack.
play with the spoon.
And he's already targeted.
he can't be killed with the spoon. This would not be okay.
I love it. I love it.
It's not the first time it's happened. Wait, what's that roll?
It feels like
Hold
it
on.
was different when I did it, rather than him. Did
So
it
you
do
missed.
anything?
Yeah, you missed. And you get a second attack, right?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Feels
Roll was
weird.
20.
Well, okay.
Yes, you hit.
No, that's a hit. So this spoon goes like, you hear it go thwack right onto Valak, and he's like, "What the?"
1.
Killing him. Oh, so close.
And yeah, this wooden spoon just swacks him, and you see him like reel a little bit and be like, "What the?" And then like his life is just all but spent. Like he is on the verge of death.
Oh my God, you were so close to killing him. One
So-
like it.
Is there any opportunity to talk to him before we slay him?
There is.
Or do we think he? we need to
Anyone
give
on
something up if you think he'll
anyone
live?
on their turn can choose to do so. So the second bugbear is unconscious. So the
That
first
would totally be
his only action is, first off, he shakes loose his unconsciousness. Right? He's like, "Blah, blah, blah," right? So he's okay, but that's his entire turn. So here where I'm going to ask you to do something real quick. I'm going to ask you to all to roll for initiative. And we get Mr. Bing.
What is it? Did I roll?
We're missing,
Initiative roll.
yeah, Noodle in the on the combat tracker. Yeah, yep. And let's go to the round. All right, so this is where we're at the top of the round. We've just rolled for initiative. Skylar is at the top of the round, like I said. You have ninja kicked the bugbears down into the chasm, did a bunch of damage. One's crawled its way back up. The other is, dazed, sort of shaking it off down there. Valak, this sort of pseudo mini boss, right, is within like a thread of death, right? And it's a named character. It's not Bugbear. It's Valak, right? So it may know things it may not. The next time we play, we will start here, because I think it is 9:16. It is time to end for the night. I want a special shout out to Gary. This is, these guys have been playing together for 2 years. You picked it up running. I think Nick, you did Nick proud. Hopefully Nick will watch the video and we'll find out. But anyone have any? Yeah, go ahead.
I feel kind of bad that we did so much damage with the orbs tonight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He has failed. He has failed every time. Yeah, he's just wanted them to connect like one time. Like one time they rolled harmlessly on the deck of a ship. Another time he killed Skylar. Right? Like it has been that poor guy, that Howard guy. So just real quick, and then we'll get to your comment, Gary. I think in general, just from a outside of the game perspective, like I optimize it. Like, does this play feel good? Is it moving the right pace? Are these tools configured good? Yeah. You know, I put round indicators. It should be really clear if it's your turn or it's not your turn. I extended the turn timer to 3 minutes, so it gives you a little bit more time to think, but not so much that it gets boring. All right, so that feels good.
I don't want any new stuff. I can't handle any more new stuff because.
Well, you got all those macros. Now you can do bio break and farty noises and all sorts of fun stuff. So if there's anything that you guys want automated, let me know, like shape shifting or whatever. Let me know. Other than that, then I'm just gonna hone where we are today. I'm just gonna try to make this faster, but not add anything new to it. So like it feels like we're good to go, and we can just now focus on playing. Gary, you sound like you were gonna say something. Thank you for joining us. What do you got?
Thanks to everyone for accepting me and allowing me to play. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, on that note, I would like to say to all of you, until the next time on the Smite Force Chronicles, see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, everybody.
Wrong channel again.
Oh, did I say we gotta play the whole game over. Gotta rewind. Let me do over. Hold on. Rewinding time. These Smite Force are but fools. I meant the Elegant Eight. Until the next time on the Elegant Eight Adventure Saga. Not that crappy Smite Force team. They suck.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get a clip of that when you post it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't, they play every week, so my brain, it's just like automatically goes there. I got to get that going though. But anyway, hey guys, thank you so much. It's been a rough week for me, just like at work. So this has been a really great decompress. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. And if you have any questions or whatever else, ping me on Discord. Otherwise, I will see all y'all on the other side. Later.
Thanks, everyone.
Good
Next
night,
time.
everyone.
Thank you. That's...